Taurus, welcome to the Violet Flora Tarot. We're going to get you your month ahead. This is going to be for April into May. We're going to get you your overall energy, your love energy, job, money, career, and anything you might have to look out for. So let's see. Let's jump in. Taurus, let's see. What does Taurus need to know right now for the next month, the month ahead? Ooh, you have 3 of Cups, having more fun. Some of you might be going on dates. If you're single, this might be someone coming in and asking you out. That might be a really good fit for you. It also could be going out with people and meeting someone special. If it's not love related, it can also just mean you connecting with people who are your soulmates, right? Soulmates outside of romantic connections. I love this. This is a beautiful energy for you to start off with, Taurus. You have 8 of Wands, strength, money's looking good. 9 of Pentacles, absolutely love that. Let's see, anything else Taurus needs to know? Their overall energy right now. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling a little guarded. Taurus, you have a lot of success coming to you. There's something about, if you are already successful or experiencing success, I feel like you're like a little guarded, or there have been people in the past who haven't been that happy for you that you're kind of a little defensive against. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Sorry, Taurus, we got cut off, but we're back. So this is aligning with people who fill your cup, who are aligned with you, who are genuinely happy for you, and really moving away from people who just can't seem to ever be happy for you. Because I think that those people, whether we realize it or not, can kind of mess up our headspace and can also take us away from like reaching that full potential, right? Some of you might be going on a self-employment journey. That with that Hermit card, it might be bringing a lot of success. All right, let me see here. Let me pull you a job, money, and career oracle card. Let's see. Taurus. What does Taurus need to know in job, money, and career for the month ahead? You have strategy. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Harmony and locked. And wealth. Ooh, baby, wealth. I love that gold on there. You are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Something you're doing is about to pay off. If there's something that you've been working at and working at and working at, and you're like, when the hell is this going to pay off? I think you're going to start to see signs of that soon. I do. And I love that. Okay, harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere, which maybe that's why the Hermit card popped out, and that you need a strategy. So if you're coming to a point where you're feeling a little scattered and you're like, all right, I have this idea, I have this plan, finding a set way to bring that plan into fruition more, to bring your ideas or your business or your job to the next level. You also have the locked card. So it says, work you want may not be in reach now. You can take a temp position while awaiting an opening. Your new place offers job security. That's really interesting because it's so much different from these cards that are pointing to a lot of success. So this might be for a small portion of the Taurians watching this right now. If work is slow or you're trying to find a job, it is okay to find something on the side that might be temporary, right? It's kind of having this idea that like no one is better, like no one is too good for any type of job. Money is money, right? But just know that there will be a job coming in down the road at some point. It just might not be as fast as you want. And it could also be having the strategy, going about the job search in a different way. And like I said, that is for a small portion of people watching today. I think there might be a small portion of my Taurus folks that need to hear that. There is a future in which your money gets a lot better. Let's see. Anything else that Taurus needs to know? Anything that Taurus needs to look out for? anxiety, Nine of Swords, overthinking, feeling like things aren't moving fast enough and letting it get in your head and trip you up. I think that's what you have to look out for. Also, watch out for like a really bossy person. Sometimes the King of Wands, he could be a Leo, or sometimes he shows up as an Aries. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Leo or an Aries person, but it can often represent somebody who is bossy or who is very passionate, and because they're the loudest that people listen to them the most. I think it's, you know, I don't want to say keep them in check, but don't let them shake your confidence, that it puts you in this worried, losing sleep at night energy, you know? All right, let's see. Anything else about that? Yeah, I don't know if you're dealing with a super bossy person, but I feel like you might not be dealing with them for long, or the dynamic is about to shift. Anything else that Taurus needs to look out for? Yeah, a scarcity mindset. Taurus, I think for some of you, you're not seeing like work pay off yet. You're not seeing the results yet, and therefore you want to give up. I think it's important that you don't give up. This scarcity mindset, this feeling like because I'm not where I want to be now that I never will be, because I just think that's totally wrong. Some of you might be taking up yoga, or if you have used to be into yoga, I see you taking it back up again, or maybe thinking about it. Well, I think they shut off. Hold on. There we go. I don't know why those keep shutting off. I feel like for some of you, there might be a big need to lighten up, to have more fun. If you're constantly worrying about work and love and life, it looks like things are gonna improve eventually. Maybe not as fast as you want, but like we have great cards here. We have the Six of Wands. That is the success card. Sometimes public recognition, right? We have wealth, we have harmony, we have the Two of Cups, right? The Lovers. But there's also like this scarcity mindset and this anxiety, you know? Let me see, how does Taurus get out of this scarcity mindset with anxiety? Let's see, how do they get out of the scarcity mindset, Taurus? The Hermit. So for some of you, maybe it's getting into meditation. Eight of Swords. Let's see, how does Taurus get out of this mindset? This is you stuck in the mindset. Maybe knowing that some of it or a lot of it might be self-inflicted, you know? And maybe going within or seeking guidance from someone else. I feel like the answer is within. But that might be helpful for you to get out of it. For some of you, you've been way too busy. This might be, you know, putting out fire after fire, having a lot of tasks that you might feel behind on. Yeah, and I because right when I pulled that card up, this was underneath it. So I do think this like excessive busyness might be causing it. So if you can, you know, maybe like that's part of having the strategy from earlier in the reading, right? Is having a strategy to be more organized and to check things off your to-do list in like a more systematic way, or in a way that works better. Ace of Pentacles is there too, so I love this. This is like good investment energy. This is putting your time in things that actually end up paying off, and it does end up paying off. Could also be a gift. So Taurus, it doesn't look like the easiest month mentally, but there's a big energy here of having faith in yourself, trusting the journey, knowing that you will be successful in whatever area you want. It just might take some time and some planning. Usually things like that, like success, lots of times it doesn't just happen randomly. It takes a lot of time, effort, and work. Let me get you an angel card. I'm going to pull this angel card, and I'm going to pull the other angel card. What does Taurus need to know? Let's get an angel card for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know right now for their highest good? I'm going to pull that one, and I'm going to take this one, Taurus. Let's see. We have swift action and self-care. Yeah, that self-care is bouncing off that Seven of Wands, of being really stressed, feeling depleted. It says 7, 8, 9, practice self-care. Ensure you're getting enough rest and engaging in activities that bring you joy in life. Getting out, enjoying life, focusing on things that make you happy, that are fun.